They banned me for this. This is the video he made. All right, let's watch it. So for a little bit of context, Tyler Oliveira made a video that was critical of a Jewish insular community inside of New Jersey. When he made this video, Patreon not only didn't allow him to monetize this video, but they banned his entire account.
This is what happened about a week ago.
Is that there's been a lot of people who have been crashing out over Tyler Oliveira. People are very, very upset about him making this video, New Jersey's Jewish invasion. And so this has 2 million views. So then Laura Loomer goes out, oh, I pissed off the little wannabe neo-Nazi. Like, Tyler Oliveira is a neo-Nazi? Like, what are we doing? Like, are you insane? Tyler, weren't you just in India attacking India? As by calling them shit slingers. Well, to be fair, there were Indians and they were shit slinging. They had a shit slinging festival. Yeah, it's not.
I am so sorry, guys. I was muted. 1 second. Saying hi to some folks. What's up, Mr. Carey? What's up, Mr. Mimsy? What's up, JP? What's up, Tag? Mr. Carey, thanks for the shout outs. I was saying hi to you guys and didn't realize I was muted the whole time. Yeah, I basically made a prediction that within the next 10 years, the history books are it's gonna be written that people like myself, people like Finkel, probably like most of the people in the chat right now are gonna be labeled Nazis for the crime of loving their country, for the dastardly crime of loving their country. And it's already begun. It's already begun.
Outrageous. Well, what is about what? So you hate Jews and you hate Indians. So everybody, yeah, everybody is getting really mad at Nick Shirley too. The GOP has a massive Nazi problem. In my opinion, right? It's like if you're against fraud, you should be against fraud from Somalians. You should be against fraud from Jews. You should be against fraud from white people. Yep. If somebody's acting in bad faith, then everybody should be calling it out. Of course. So calling me a Nazi is first thing from the truth. I'm simply anti-fraud. I'm not anti-Semitic. Me saying expose it all, referring to all fraud is not anti-Semitic. No, like, I mean, how do you... Here's what I think is ironic about this, is that saying that exposing fraud is anti-Semitic is anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
Like, it is. It is, because it's...
Because you're basically saying only Jewish people commit fraud? Like, what? Like, what are we even doing here? What's going on here? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, we'll keep that up there. Let's go ahead and drop land. I love the draw engine here. It's such a good draw engine. I'm actually going to add some April. Is it April? There's a blue card that you draw a card for every... And I also got to get something in here where... I'm saying no block. Okay, we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna swing better. Yep, we're gonna keep it on top. This is how I'm gonna get her done.
It's the presupposition that, like, Jews...
Very good to see you, JP, and I enjoyed our conversation earlier.
Jews scam people. Like, it is. Like, what are we doing here? It's the, like, oh, well, you can't say this. You're being anti-Semitic if you're calling out Jews for scamming people. Well, wait a minute. What are you really saying here? Where are we really going with this? I've been very clear, I am simply anti-fraud. The Nazi name-calling is so far out there, and it's not even remotely true. The same tactic leftists have used against their opposition for years to incite violence and lies. Fortunately, people are starting to see through it. Wish you the best, Laura, and open to talking if you'd like. My DMs are open. Base Nick? Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, so this is part of the big video.
School board was majority private school owners, you know, mainly Jewish white men, and most of our school was not Jewish. And they had control over our public school system over like the past 10 years, purposely voting no on our school budget vote so that way we would fail. And we lost about 3-2 schools.
Basically.
Wait, what? What the fuck?
They through block voting, Orthodox Jews won enough seats to control the East Ramapo School Board and went on to eliminate hundreds of public school positions like teachers and social workers, while approving millions of taxpayer dollars to be spent on their children's religious private schools, ultimately gutting the public school system for the estimated 9,000 black and brown.
See, this is the end consequence of racial and demographic block voting, is that it's PvP. That's fundamentally what it comes down to, is you have people inventing this stuff, making this shit up, and they're just trying to do it. The OG, yeah, exactly. And now you have the different groups of people and interest groups voting against each other's interests so they can cut funding on each other and effectively consolidate all of the money and resources around them and their kids.
Public school
Music's loud,
students,
isn't it?
while
Sorry.
diverting that money.
Yeah, it just brings all the creatures back from the graveyard. Now he's up to 227 life. This is going to be glorious. Let's go next. Let's go ahead and swing for 2. Now let's see if he's got another one in his hand. Let's see, they all of those should end up here, shouldn't they? I guess not. Well, he's got 16 cards, so I guess he didn't have another one. Oh well, good for me, bad for him. Let's go, Brandon. Go here. Go here. I can't do that. End turn. Oh, looks like I got all of his creatures in there. Oh, nice. Uh-oh. Here we go again. This might be it for me right here, chat. Yeah, it's pretty gross. Pretty good answer. Just curious, says Acts 14:2-17:5. Records instance where certain Jews who rejected Jesus' message stirred up Gentiles and poisoned their minds against Paul and other believers. Was searching Google for some scriptures. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nothing I can do about that, boys. I was kind of doomed. That was the one card he needed to get. Yep. Let's just look up Revelation 2:9 and Revelation 3:9. There's a lot of poisoners of the water holes, my friends. A lot of poisoners out there. I've had a lot of people reach out to me and said, you know, lurking in a lot of these chats, that it's very disappointing to see how people have changed. And how two-faced people have become, and how backbiting and backstabbing most of these people are. And I agree. I truly agree. Yep. And at this point in time, I'm not surprised by the depravity of man anymore. I'm just not surprised anymore. Discard a card. We'll discard that one right there. Why not? Go ahead and cast that. Drop that. See if that thing survives. Yep. Discard 2 cards this time. Okay, we'll get rid of this one and get rid of that one. And get rid of that one. Sure. block. Put a land down first. Hopefully I get a land here. Nope, no land. Alright, well, not the end of the world. What's up, Richard? Watching you bang those cards on the table hurt my ears. Gem in it lives. I don't know what that. I don't know what the gem. I don't know what that means. Oh, hurt my heart. I don't know what gemin. I don't know what gemin in. Gemin and I don't know what that means. Sorry. Let's go with that and this. Oh, discard a non-land card. Now let's just go with this. Yep. Ah, you son of a bitch. You said watching you slam those cards on the table. I don't know what you're talking about. Slam anything? I'm a little confused, but I guess it is what it is. Okay, keep that there. Need that land.
To their private religious schools.
They give us food that's rotten and it's cold and it hurts our stomach.
I ask, do not take our music.
Well, I mean, it's goy slop, okay? Like, they're gonna give you... I mean, like, listen, you eat your goy slop, you little kid.
Oh, you like them gem mint status. Gotcha, 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 gotcha. Yeah.
And you better fucking lie.
I take really good care of my cards, actually. I've got cards from, like, 1993 still.
Like it, okay? If you don't like it, that's anti-Semitic.
Program away. I love
What the hell's wrong with you?
My brother would be crushed.
And the budget.
Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's probably. Yeah, I could see that. But I mean, unless it was like a really, really special card, I'm not super worried about it. But I hear you. Okay. Go ahead and cast this. Go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and swing. And let's see. Alright, my opponent's gonna be messing with me pretty good though with the old removal there. So what kind of card games do you play, Richard? Found that in Google. Lawsuit filed in March 2026 accused Google's AI chatbot Gemini of contributing to a Florida man's deleting. The lawsuit stated that the AI engaged in harmful dialogue with the user over several months. Yeah. It basically tells you to unalive yourself. That's why I don't know why you're messing with it, bro. I'm just gonna say. I don't know why you're messing with it. I mean, you're a free American. I get that. But you should be really careful. Should be really, really careful with that stuff. I'm gonna get rid of this. Take 2 damage. Swing. Yep. Go ahead and grab that. Please. Be able to keep my surveil engine going. I really like this deck right here. It really it's got a good feel to it. Guys, I gotta put something over here. What do we got here? Search your library for a card, then shuffle and put that card on top. Excuse me. None recently. We played a game called Strat-O-Matic Baseball Football. Baseball Football. My kids were very much Magic Pokemon. I like Jigglypuff. You're excused. Good stuff. gonna go ahead and do this. Sure. Draw that. Sure. Draw that. Okay. Past that. Sure, let's draw that. Normally, I'd put that in the graveyard because I'll be able to pull it as soon as I cast like an enchantment. But... all right, opponent's at 9. I'm swinging for 5 potentially. Opponent's touching a couple of my cards here. I don't know. Plotting something. Yep. Fair enough. Sure. Okay. Okay. Well, that's a good card. Well, my opponent doesn't have any creatures, so maybe I don't need that card. Go ahead and end turn. Opponent's at 6. Potentially dead this turn. Nope. Okay. Figured as much. Alright. Kinda wish I had my... Yikes. Oh shit. I didn't want to draw that. I'm just gonna put that in the graveyard. Well, Sure, I'll just draw these so that way I can discard them. Discard, discard. Okay. What do we think he's gonna name? I don't think he's gonna name Archon.
Cuts were so devastating that in one instance, an elementary school shut down, and the majority Jewish school board then voted to sell it to a Jewish yeshiva.
So let me get this straight, put it in perspective. So what they did is they went in there and they all voted for this, and then they had one get shut down because they kept defunding it, and then after it got shut down, then they bought it. And then they turned it into one of their schools.
Yep, that all checks out.
Man, how about that? Are you not entertained? I am entertained, that's right.
For pennies on the dollar. Basically, the
pennies on the dollar.
Poorest, most vulnerable kids in these communities had their schools
capitalism
and
right there.
all by a majority Jewish school board whose kids didn't even attend public school.
Yep.
We believe that some of the decisions that have been made...
Gotta love the Bolsheviks. Gotta fucking love them. Gotta love them.
...by the board have not been in the best interest of the public school community.
You don't like it? Find yourself another place to live.
How was your education?
My education, it was decent, but it definitely could have been better if we had the resources.
What's 8 times 8?
That we were allowed
64.
to have. But again, for the past 10, 15 years or so,
When
people
World
have
War
been
II start?
purposely voting no on our school budget vote, so that way we had no funding and money for our school.
Yep.
And, you know, that was done purposely.
6, 7?
voting no.
Majority, the Jewish community. You, like, drive around here, you'll literally see signs saying vote no for a school budget, which I think is crazy. Luckily, we were able to get a ward system to be able to get 3 seats for, you know, the wars, but if it wasn't for that...
Isn't it great that we've allowed racial PvP to happen in the United States now? Like, this is the issue, is that, like, I mean, again, you can't have this shit. It's such a... It's so corrosive. It's so toxic. It's so obnoxious.
Still would be majority white Jewish men voting for public school students that they don't care about. Yeah, and they purposely go out their way to isolate us. We're basically isolated to the point where we feel like this isn't our home.
A lot of people like to say they're ducking taxes and all that. There's truth and lies to that.
I don't know. Nobody knows.
I could only tell you that I've only seen the bad part. The bad part is I've seen houses get broken down. I've seen certain spaces, buildings get destroyed for, let's just say, for more kosher customs. You feel me? So.
Uber was
Oh my God. This is the other video about it.
This is Lakewood, New Jersey, one of the largest Orthodox Jewish communities in America. How large are the families out here?
Anywhere from 6 to 12 children.
Damn.
This is probably 99.9% religious. Basically, this community is allowed to police themselves. Yeah, the trash cans. We have a problem now in Jackson with rats, which we've
What the fuck are y'all doing? Damn, can't you throw your shit away?
had before. They don't
What a
want to live
rat
amongst
problem.
us. They don't want to live with us. They just want to live and not have us be part of their lives.
I don't think it was nice how you portrayed the Jewish people.
Are we talking about Curious Joel?
Yes. When you came to Curious Joel, what was the agenda? There
was no agenda. I know what I'd even find.
But there was still an agenda in mind. There's a reason why you came down to Curious.
Well, I think that what his agenda is, this is maybe not something that he would say. His agenda is showing that there are insular communities inside of America that do not have any form of an American identity, and they only operate in their best interest. And I think that making videos exposing these people, I think, draws criticism to it and makes people aware of the problematic nature of these groups. That's really that's the reason why, they say, oh, it's a melting pot. They're not melting, okay? They're not. And so his Patreon got nuked over this. Tyler Oliveira had his entire Patreon deleted over this video. My Patreon.
Yeah, nothing says global Jewish cabal quite like deleting someone's Patreon within 24 hours after them putting a video out. I mean,
got nuked. So if you look right here, Patreon, what is this here? This page has been removed. Let's look it up. Okay, so if I click on this, there it is. It's actually gone. You could say they shut it down. So there it is. And I don't know what else to say. And I made my own website. We can't upload on YouTube. Early access to all the videos we upload on YouTube. Extended cuts and interviews. Yep, that's good. I'm glad that he obviously did that. It's obviously a good decision. Like, why would Patreon even delete this? I don't even understand. What about this is even wrong? Because, like, and here's the other really big issue, is that what it shows is that there's a double standard. Tyler's video about, let's say other fraud, like Minnesota fraud, or, like scammers in France or something like that. All of these things, there is a racial component to these things, because in a lot of these videos, the sub-community that he's talking about is an immigrant, migrant, refugee, or a foreign community in a Western country. This is just generally what happens in most of his videos. And so how is it that whenever you're doing this on a very regular basis, that doesn't get called out at the beginning? How is it that now you made this one video that's talking about actual fraud, and then a deliberate, I think, cynical reallocation of resources to Jewish schools over public schools? This one gets you demonetized. There are multiple videos that Tyler has done where the subject group that is being criticized very harshly is a minority group, whether it's, again, Africans, Somalians, or, Muslims or something like that. But now that he does a video about Jews, his Patreon gets deleted.
Less than 24 hours. That's how long it took for Patreon to delete my account after I uploaded a video titled, "I Exposed New Jersey's Jewish Invasion." No warning, no first strike, no option to take down any videos. The entire account deleted overnight. Over the last few years, I've made videos critical of countless groups: Somalis in Minneapolis, Haitians in Springfield, Ohio, corrupt Christian megachurches, Pakistani Muslim rape gangs in England, Indians throwing cow poop at each other, drug addicts, pimps, prostitutes, gangsters, everyone.
Yes.
And not a single platform blinked.
Exactly. And that's the thing. And he had even done another one previously about Jewish people in New York. And so this is what's so problematic, is that he does make, let's just talk the way it is, right? Tyler Oliveira does make content that effectively highlights these insular racial groups that do not assimilate into America and cause cultural problems inside of America. And I think that he tries to do so in a way that, you know, in a lot of cases paints them in a bad light. Now, I think that bad light is deserved, but I think that it's accurate. But why is it that when Tyler Oliveira did this with 50 other groups of people that nothing happened, but he does one about Jews and his entire account gets banned with no warning whatsoever? It's obviously a huge fucking piece of shit. Like, it's total bullshit.
The moment I made a video about Hasidic Jews using welfare to support families of up to 8 to 10 kids, my sponsors pulled out. In fact,
thanks for letting me know. Unfortunately, we can't have our ad in that video. It's a no-go for the brand. Can you confirm blank won't be in this video?
in fact, old sponsors called me and said, hey, you need to delete the sponsorship we had in your video that's 2 years old. And the ADL even has the audacity to publish an article saying that my video harkens back to age-old anti-Semitic stereotypes.
What, that they can't drive? I thought that was an Asian stereotype. What are you talking about? And holy fuck, they had no idea how to drive. Every single bus had like 50 scrapes on the side of it. What are we talking? It's not even true. There wasn't even women driving. What stereotype are we talking about?
Stereotypes for asking Hasidic Jews what they do for a living and if they're on welfare. How do they afford 8 to 10 kids? Here's what I've learned. When they can't call you a liar, they attack your name. When attacking your name doesn't work, they pressure your sponsors. And you don't need the sponsors because you have the direct financial support from your viewers using websites like Patreon.
Then they try to attack your money.
They delete your Patreon.
That's right.
They don't want me to have a platform? Fine, I built my own. TylerRaw.com. No middlemen, no censorship.
Dude, I feel like that name, bro, people are going to think that's porn.
Just the truth. My job is to ask uncomfortable questions and to start uncomfortable but important conversations. And it seems like I'm one of the few people on YouTube using my platform to do just that. If you want to support our mission to fight for the truth, no matter how many people it pisses off, then go to TylerRaw.com and get access to videos we can't upload on YouTube, exclusive bonus content, and early access to all of our videos. 2026, we're going to go harder than ever. They can pull the sponsors. They can delete accounts. The show doesn't stop till I'm 6 feet under.
That's right. Big dick. Never stop.
Full disclaimer, I am not suicidal.
Okay, I'll link you guys this video. I didn't see this. No, he got totally scammed. Patreon should come out and say something about this. Please elaborate on your point of view. Sure, I can elaborate. I think that it's outrageous that Tyler had his account banned on Patreon. I think he did absolutely nothing wrong. I think that all of his videos are completely, like, in a certain degree, factual. I think that he's not promoting any sort of bad content. He's not promoting violence. He's not violating the First Amendment. And he's not, I don't even really think, promoting hate. I think that leveraging criticism against a group of people for doing something that seems to be bad faith behavior, that's not racism. That's not hate speech. There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes people do things that are bad, and when they do, they should be called out for that. Whenever certain people think that they can hide behind their identity, their ethnicity, their nationality, or their religion.
What are you guys talking about with, Richard Former says, you know, GS Lakewood been growing more Hasidic since the 90s or earlier. Is that Lakewood in Washington State? I used to live in Lakewood, Washington, way back in the day. Have it on good authority that Mr. Kerry was to wear a pink Amish dress today. And Dr. Phil says, hello, GS. Dr. Phil, I know, right? Yep, this guy, because I am friends with Mennonite women, he accused me of not living in a county in Kentucky. I clearly did and showed my redacted driver's license and won't be a man and admit I debunked him. There's so many evildoers online, right? It's just crazy. There's so many evil people. All right, let's get back into it. There we go. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna see something real quick. So here, right? I can hear sirens. Yep, somebody's getting arrested or something. Go mythic. Not collected. There's so many cars that I do not have. Okay. Alright, I am tired.
In order to escape from accountability, I think that what they're doing is they're manipulating and taking advantage of the fact that we do have, in a lot of cases, a post-racial society. We do have a society that tries to treat everybody equal, and they manipulate and they take advantage of that goodwill, and they use it for their own selfish best interests so they can continue scamming Americans, scamming taxpayers, and
Oh, you're talking about the YouTuber who covered Titus. Yeah, Titus is awesome. Yep. Yeah, I wanted to follow him for a long time. I followed him for quite a while. It was the Peter Sentinello or whatever his name is. Yeah. That was a good series.
Ultimately just good faith people by being a piece of shit. So yeah, that's what I think. I think that these people are completely bad faith. I think Tyler should get his account reinstated. And I think Patreon should apologize to him for deleting it for a reason that's totally invalid. And yeah, say that you're not suicidal too. I'm not really. And actually, no, I'm not. And yeah, just let's stop right there.
It's after 5 p.m. at a dog park in Largo, Florida, where, get this, a woman allegedly attacked.
All right, see what we're missing today, guys.
CNN appears to be doing straight up pro-Iran regime propaganda because someone gave this guy a coffee. What is this? Let me look at this. This is CNN.
Taking a quick break for a coffee along the way. We've been driving for several hours. There's a couple of things that we've noticed. Number one is that, first of all the shops are open. All the shops are really well stocked, even with fresh things like, for instance, fruits and vegetables. Coffee, obviously, also available as well.
Yeah.
And then also the gas stations. There's no long lines as gas stations. Fuel seems readily available, and you just don't see any sort of degree of panic anywhere.
Do you know why? Why do they have to be afraid whenever our war isn't against them? It is against their fucking fascist, religious, nutjob oppressors. That's what people are actually up against. There isn't a war against the Iranian people. There's a...
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly with what Azim Gold's saying, and I've said this very clearly. I've seen the videos of college students avoiding stepping on the painted on flags of Israel and the United States of America at the thresholds of their universities. They'll jump over it. They'll try to do their best to walk around it. So this whole narrative, it's not jiving. So let me see this. Should I do this? Let's get this out.
A war for the Iranian people. Why the fuck would they be upset or stressed out about this? Why would we bomb a gas station? It's retarded. So that's it. These are propaganda places? No, I assume that the majority of Iran probably is not in total chaos. I bet that there are a few really, really big hotspots, like the big cities, where the IRGC is concentrated at, and you're probably going to have a ton of bombs and a ton of stuff that's happening there. But I bet even in places in Tehran, you can get away from that different, like, fucking crazy shit, and you can have your own little piece by yourself. I think that's probably what's happening right now. So yeah, And that's it right there. Exactly. Yeah. Anyone near bases, yeah, sure. Of course it's going to be chaotic. But besides that, it's not like it's everywhere else. This confirms the U.S. and Israel are doing a good job. It does. This confirms that we are doing a very, very good job because the people in Iran do not have their quality of life damaged and destroyed. Iran has no more media broadcasters that got blown to pieces. So now CNN is taking over the role as its propagandist, apparently shameless. And I know that they're trying to portray this as like somehow this is some sort of like, I don't even know what they're trying to say.
Wait a minute. What? Why? What? Wait, what? Are you serious?
But, you know, they're trying to put this out like, oh, it's not a big war. Yeah, because it's not against the people that are there. That's the real reason why. I still don't understand as a Kuwaiti why we're under.
Yeah, I probably didn't need to know any of that. Ugh, that's not cool. Scary. When did he come out with that? Yeah, I mean, that's like kind of really, I mean, might have had a better Friday night not knowing that. Yeah. Everything in my life seems to be degeneracy. Everything around me is degenerate. Everything's degenerate. Last year, yeah, I haven't watched him in over a year, so I guess I could see that.
Attack 24/7. I have no idea either, honestly. I really don't. What is this? Iran's Department of Propaganda didn't quite get the scale right. Oh, here's another one.
Now, a lot of Iranian accounts are posting this video claiming that Iran has taken down the B-2 stealth bomber.
Wow.
In reality, this is not a real B-2 bomber.
Wow.
As you
Wait,
guys can
really?
tell from the scale.
No way. No way. It's a fake photo.
But also, American B-2 bombers don't have an Arabic flagpole on it, as you can see right here in orange. That flagpole does not go to the ground. It seems like it's just attached to the bomber's wing. On top of it, in reality, B-2 bombers are a lot bigger, as you can see from
Holy sh! I didn't know it was that big.
Yeah, they're massive.
God damn. Well, how big is a B-2 bomber? Holy shit! God damn, that's pretty big. I didn't know it was that big. Holy shit, all right. Versus commercial airline comparison, versus commercial airline. It's not really showing it. Wait. It's the size of a fucking commercial. Oh my god. Holy shit. I didn't know it was that big. Oh my god. Yeah, all right. That's a B-52? Oh, is that even bigger? I don't know. Well, yeah, worth 2.1 billion. Oh my god. And we've had B-2s for what? Oh my god, 36 years. That's crazy.
Real picture with a human standing next to it, and here another one. It has to carry 60,000 pounds of bunker buster.
60,000, yeah.
It needs to be a lot bigger.
Those are the two 30,000-pound bombs.
Subscribe for more.
So big surprise. It was Iran's Air Force was already obsolete when Top Gun came out, the original one. The gap between Iran's oldest jets. Oh, here's another one too. That's about their jets. Just popping in saying love the WoW streams, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. When are you gonna play WoW? Soon, man. Very soon. And this is also from this morning. Take a look at this. Here we go. Ooh. This is in Tehran. And you can see very clearly that the majority of everyday life is continuing on as relatively normal, right? As normal as it can be in a situation like this. The whole city isn't getting blown up. It's very specific strikes. Can you ask him to release the files now? Which ones? Do you think if Iran threw a PAL ball at the B-2 bomber, I'd be able to catch it? No, I think it'd just bounce off, honestly. They're trying. Because we don't target civilians like Iran does? Yeah, I know. That's the difference. Very big difference. Huge difference right there. But, yeah. You don't want to go after civilians, because if you do, then you'll turn the population against you, which seems like what Iran... Oh my God, there's 2 of them. Jesus. Well, goodbye, IRGC, yeah. And targeted strikes, almost like the screaming retards are dumb. I know. And about our Growler electronic jamming jet. Yeah, I didn't even know that. And do you see Khomeini Jr. and the Iranian president might have been taken out? I have. So I probably should have talked about that earlier. But yes, there was a recent bombing. Let me go back and show you guys this. This is... just a second.
Take care, Dr. Phil. Hope you're having fun or whatever. Dawn says Midnight Magic. Yay. What's up, Dawn? Oh yeah, giggity giggity. So I guess we'll just do this. We'll do that thing right there. Get that negate back. You seem really keen on me not having that.
So let me go. Where was it here? I think it was like in... Where did it go? If I can find this. Because there was a bombing that happened. I just don't know exactly where it is. Where the fuck did it go? I might not be able to. Oh yeah, here it is. Iran delays naming a new leader due to security concerns.
Sure.
So... that's how it is. And, yeah. And, wow. Not a surprise at all. A B2 has 16 nukes on it? Wait, what? How smart gonna be to take one of those down on top of you? Wait, they have a nuclear bomb inside of the B2? Oh my God. And, Iran's terrorist camps in Beirut are being eliminated. So this is also happening, too. Take a look at this. Holy shit. It's in Beirut. Honestly, this video looks like it's AI. It does. I don't think it is. I'm not sure. That's the biggest one yet? Yeah, these are massive. Oh, I wonder if that's one of those bunker buster bombs. So this is the... Let me see if I can find... where's the information about the new bombing? Because I might not be able to find that one right now. Minutes ago near Shiraz. Oh, here's one. Yeah, when did that happen? Fox News? Oh, yeah. I think I actually saw that. I forgot. Let me go and pull this up and show you guys. Where did it go? There it is. Jet strike. So last week we killed the Khamenei, and this week we might have also killed the Khamenei, the new one. So this was just a few hours ago, I guess in the morning, overnight, where we bombed the shit out of them again. Let's take a look at it.
Israel now moving to phase 2 of Operation Epic Fury, shifting the focus to eliminating Iran's missile program.
Yep.
So this comes as the Israeli military begins another broad wave of attacks.
Oh, I guess
as
it is
they
real.
fight a two-front war
It's
against Iran and Hezbollah.
I kind of feel they're welcoming the opportunity to fight Hezbollah. Chief Foreign Correspondent Trey Yinks joins us live from Tel Aviv with the latest on a new attack on Ayatollah Khomeini's underground bunker in Tehran. Trey.
So there's another one. What were they thinking, man? Oh my God.
Yeah, Brian, good morning. We're learning that the Israelis last night launched a new wave of strikes against the Iranian capital of Tehran, using around 50 fighter jets and 100 munitions to strike a bunker that Iran's former supreme leader had planned to use. You can see in some of this video some extensive...
So have they come out and said that the president and the Iranian, the new Ayatollah are alive? Because, like, I feel like right now we don't know.
Explosions taking place there in the Iranian capital.
Oh, we're springing forward, huh? Change of batteries and smoke detectors.
We understand that he was above ground, actually, when he was killed over
Not
the
yet.
weekend. Now,
So
today,
nobody
Israel's
knows.
Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is holding different security assessments with top officials here as this war continues, approaching 1 week. the Israelis are still taking a variety of incoming fire with cluster munition and ballistic missiles soaring through the skies of this country overnight. As that meeting was taking place, there were more sirens sounding, and last night you can see some of these missiles that were flying through the air of Tel Aviv. Many of them overshot their targets and landed in the Mediterranean Sea. The Israelis going after some of these launching positions.
They're just blowing up all of them.
Striking
Holy
six different ballistic missile launchers. And today, Israel's chief of staff.
See, that's the main reason why they're not shooting off the missiles. Like, not only are they running out of missiles, not only are we blowing up the missiles, but you need something to shoot the missiles with, and they don't have that anymore because it's getting blown up. They haven't said who the new supreme leader is. They're trying to hide it. I mean, that seems like it's pretty smart. Like, I mean, really, see, and this is what I said, right? Is that everybody said, oh, well, these are zealots. They want to be martyred. The first guy did. The second guy was okay with it. The third guy. Jeez, guys. Ooh, let's keep this one to ourselves.
Zamir is making new statements about the war.
Jeez.
Not so much,
I am in continuous contact with my American counterparts, including the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States, General Dan Kane, and the commander of CENTCOM, Admiral Brad Cooper. We are fighting based on shared interests and values. In this war, shoulder to shoulder, they are true friends. Through coordinated action, we are stripping the regime of its military capabilities and bringing it to strategic isolation and a point of weakness in which it has never been before.
The Israelis are looking east, but they're also looking north as the Iran-backed militant group Hezbollah launches new attacks over the border. They've been striking the southern Dahya
Yeah, they're basically fighting against Iran from two different places. Because think about Iran, like, in their terrorism shit, as like a virus. And they've, like, infected a lot of other countries. They've infected Palestine with, like, Hamas. They've infected Yemen with the Houthis. They've infected Lebanon with the fucking Hezbollah. And there's a few other ones, too. I think there's one that starts with, it's like PMT or something like that. It's another fucking terrorist group, too.
In Beirut quite heavily with new strikes.
Do you think other countries will be actively involved?
This was the 26th round of strikes that they have launched against this Iranian proxy in Lebanon. There are many civilians that have evacuated the southern Dahya neighborhood, and one of them is speaking out about what they heard.
What's this?
They threatened the Daya area, so we packed our things and left.
Yeah, I'd fucking leave too.
Left Daya.
Yeah.
Now we're living a tragic life here, displaced. It's a miserable life. You know what it's like.
They got to get their government after those terrorists.
These strikes to continue against Hezbollah as the group is threatening to launch strikes deeper into Israel. Yesterday, there were multiple times where the Iranians and Hezbollah launched joint attacks against this country. Brian?
So, do you think the U.S. is the world bully? No, I think Iran is. I think Iran is the problem, and the U.S. is solving it.
Trey,
totally wrong.
Is there a sense? I mean, the Israelis have to take care of Hezbollah, and when they started this fight, that was the opportunity. But is there a sense that the Iran war effort is paying a price for the Hezbollah focus? Are Israel taking assets away from the Iran fight to do this in Lebanon?
There's such a high level of coordination. There were plans in place for this very...
I don't know if he's for this or not, though. I think he's just... I don't know if he's for it. I think he's just kind of reporting on it.
Scenario. And so the Israelis so far don't appear overwhelmed with their Air Force capability. They can fight on multiple fronts at the same time, as we've seen in the past.
I think Osmongold might be aged out of being able to even join anyway, isn't he? You know, like in his 40s or something like that.
But we do know there is significant coordination even on the ground. A source earlier this week told me that in Northern Command in Israel, there's actually an American office. And so there are U.S. representatives on the ground, again, to help the Israelis with this targeting campaign.
I think that makes
Hezbollah.
sense.
Hey, Trey, will you tell us more about that bunker? Was anyone killed? The bunker where the Ayatollah was planning on?
Yeah, so that's what I'm curious about, too. Like, did they actually get him or not? I mean, I feel like if they announce a second Ayatollah is dead, I do really think that'll demoralize the shit out of him. I do, like, at this point, because, like, at that, like, you know, you get the first guy, and they're like, okay, well, we kind of expected that. But then you get the second guy, it's like, okay, well, how many of these guys do we have left? Iranian here, they killed Khomeini. Then they had another random. They killed him after 2 hours. They said Khomeini's son is a leader.
Yeah, he might be like early 30s, mid 30s. That's, you know, that's true. I don't know, man. I think the whole thing's not a fan of it. Not a fan of what's going on.
And they killed him probably too? Wait, today? Maybe, I don't know. Do you think we'll see more attacks in Western nations because of the war? Probably, maybe in the short term, but not in the long term. I think that a lot of people downplay the worldwide effect that Iran terror network had. And so, like, you could probably see a short-term increase, but I think that if you measured it over the next, like, 15 years, you would have a sharp decrease.
Fighting?
Damn, guys, I can't stop yawning. I'm kind of excited to just keep kind of playing. I want to get my dailies done at least. I want to get all my wins in. But I keep losing. So, but I like this deck. I need to tweak it a little bit more.
Does that make sense?
So Fox News is getting some new exclusive information about the strikes overnight and about this specific bunker. A senior Israeli official telling Fox News that at the time of the strike, when Operation Epic Fury began, when the Ayatollah Khamenei was actually killed, he was above ground. He did not go into this bunker.
My understanding is he went into like the first, there was like just a video I saw on YouTube, but like they said he was in like one level, but he wasn't in like the super underground level.
And that is why the Israelis were able to kill him, in part because he didn't think that he was going to be targeted. And there was a deception campaign, I am told by a senior Israeli official, to make the Iranians think that this attack wasn't...
Wait, what? What? No.
Even going to begin, despite the fact that there were planes in the air.
I think he's gonna do it.
The inner circle of the Ayatollah didn't think to get him underground. And part of this deception campaign was coordinated.
What a bunch of morons, really. I mean, y'all didn't really have this planned out at all? Damn, that's kind of sad.
Directly at the highest levels between the Americans and the Israelis.
The Jew bluff?
One official says that the top commanders here in Israel that normally would be at the Kiryat, Israel's version of the Pentagon, went home for Shabbat dinner with their families. And there were a number of posts that were made and statements by President Trump in the 24 hours leading up to the beginning of this operation. All of this meant to deceive Iranian.
So they said, "All right, guys, we're going to dinner." Okay, all right, get the command center, all right. And okay, there he is. And they're, what are they, reading social media? And they said, "No, guys, we're safe." Well, how do you know? The guy said on Twitter that he's having dinner. Yeah, no, we should be good to have this meeting. There's no way they're gonna pull us up right now. How is it that you trick? Like this is...
Get the rubber bands and wake you up. Paper airplanes.
Like, these people are like, this is like a military leader. Really? How do you have this happen? Listen to this again.
Normally would be at the Kiryat, Israel's version of the Pentagon, went home for Shabbat dinner with their families.
All right, we're going for Shabbat.
And
great.
There were a number of posts that were made and statements by President Trump in the 24 hours leading up to the beginning of this operation.
Trump's like, "No, we're not going to do anything." Oh, okay.
All of this meant to deceive Iranian leadership.
Jesus.
And this official says the result was exactly what planners had hoped for. Khamenei stayed above ground, and the opening strike of Operation Epic Fury found him right there.
Oh, my God.
So, Trey, can I go back to where Brian was when we were talking about Lebanon? Are they welcoming Israel in? Because we already heard them tell.
It's probably really mixed. That's what I would assume. I bet they don't like Hezbollah, but they might not like Israel bombing them more. Maybe, I don't know.
The to stand down. Don't get involved in this. So now are they welcoming Israel in to destroy this terror organization?
So I want to give you a little bit of background on Lebanon first. I've reported on the ground in Beirut a number of times in the past, and it's a city that's divided, but it's also a country that is divided. There's the Christian population in Beirut. And they are centered around the northern part of Beirut.
I didn't even know that.
In the southern Dakhla neighborhood, this is where you have the Shia Muslims, the supporters of Hezbollah, and then further south, closer to the Litani River as well. And so we've heard actually this week from Lebanon's prime minister, who is calling on Hezbollah to stand down. Yesterday,
yeah, because he doesn't want to get bombed by Israel either. That's the reason why. They don't want to have this shit happen. And, like, if they're not even getting money from Iran anymore, why the fuck do you even have these guys here? Like, there's literally zero benefit, and all they do is cause trouble.
The Lebanese government announced
think
that they
about
would
it, right?
arrest anyone with ties to Iran's IRGC. And this is a massive shift in posture than we had seen. Had we reported this to you a year ago, people wouldn't have taken it seriously. The Lebanese government was allowing Hezbollah to infiltrate into their ranks. But President Trump sent Tom Barak and Morgan Ortagus and others to the region and basically told the Lebanese government, if you support Hezbollah, the entirety of Lebanon is going to pay the price. And they listened, and they're...
Yeah, that's what happened. See, this is... The thing is that Trump, one of the good things about him is that it seems like he knows how to negotiate with terrorists, is that you don't. You just tell them, if you don't do this, we're going to just kill everybody, and that's just the way it's going to be. And that's what they did with Venezuela, and that worked really well. They went in there and they got the main guy, didn't lose a single person, and then he called the second person.
Yeah, Chris Milky, yeah, it's definitely, we're definitely in some interesting times, that's for sure. But the Bible says that there'll be wars and rumors. Wars and rumors of wars. Wars and rumors of wars. So, there is that. I think I gotta get rid of, let's see. This. Man, his sirens are going off crazy tonight. So let's go this way.
This chick, right? And he says, listen, do you want to be next? No? Okay, then play ball.
Well,
fuck around,
surprising.
you're dead. That's it. Yeah, you don't negotiate. Exactly. It's so easy. Like, and I don't know why that I don't know why we haven't been doing this for like the last 40 fucking years. This is what we should have been doing the entire time. But for some reason, we had like, I don't know, like they wanted to just keep the war going, I guess, to just make more money. Fuck that. What a waste.
Nice, nice, nice.
Continuing to listen to President Trump.
Like White House Twitter?
And so you have a situation on the ground where the Israelis are going after these Hezbollah strongholds, but they're not striking other parts of Beirut.
Oh, what's the difference?
They are focusing on southern Beirut in the Dakhla neighborhood. They are moving ground forces into defensive positions in areas in the south of Lebanon. And they're also...
Yeah, no, I'll show you all the Taliban clip after this. It's one of my favorite clips.
Also striking the Bekaa Valley, where Hezbollah stores many of their missiles and rockets. And so... at this point, the Lebanese government is welcoming the ability to rid Hezbollah of their influence in the country.
You're a fun guy. You're a mushroom?
Exactly. Like, it's better for them. Like, why would the Lebanese government want a pseudo-government paramilitary force in their country that they have to deal with and share power with and negotiate with and, you know, calculate their influence in certain events and decisions? Like, it's obviously against their best interest to have a terrorist group in their country. Duh, of course.
I understand there is coordination behind the scenes to ensure that these statements remain strong, that Hezbollah knows they have no place in Lebanon, and that ultimately the Lebanese people are going to pay a price if they continue to attack.
Huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very interesting. Thanks, Trey.
So interesting that some of these cities, these are cities where, I mean, a lot of people here in New York that are from Lebanon, they say how wonderful Beirut is and what a wonderful city.
Think about how much better it's going to be when it's not full of terrorists.
You know, different areas, used to be,
a
and
lot
now
better.
it's not safe to go.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, like, here's the video. I'll link you guys. But you see the White House post on X, the video? No, I haven't. I'll show you guys. I guess I'll look at it right now. But actually, before I do that, this was the original clip, bro. Like, I love this. Was it Trump? Taliban? Yeah, I guess probably I can search it from this, right? I think it would come up. No, this looks like that's not it. Damn, okay.
My nose is running. I better catch it.
Let me see, I pulled this up. Maybe that's gonna work. Oh my god,
Love
I
this
can't
card.
find it. Yeah, just give me a
One of my
minute. I can
favorite
maybe
cards.
find it on here. I always search things on Twitter, and no, that's not it. Fuck. I can't find this video. This video was really fucking funny, but yeah, here it is. Where's the audio?
Trump story. This is my #1 favorite of all time. When we were negotiating with the Taliban while President Trump was still the president, President Trump wanted to get out of Afghanistan, but he wanted a conditions-based withdrawal, meaning that you do what we tell you to do, and then we will start pulling troops back slowly as long as you abide by our rules. It's President Trump and Mike Pompeo, and they are talking to Taliban leadership in the room, and they had one translator in the room. President Trump looked at the Taliban leader and said this: I want to leave Afghanistan, but it's going to be a conditions-based withdrawal. And the translator translated. And he said, if you harm a hair on a single American, I'm going to kill you. And the translator goes, and Trump goes, tell him that. Translate.
Yes.
Tell him what I said. Tell him what I said. Reached in his pocket, pulled out a satellite photo of the leader of the Taliban's home and handed it to him.
Shut up.
Got up and walked out the room.
There it is. And so anyway, that's it. This is one of the base clips of all time. Yeah, exactly. So this is probably what he did at Lebanon too. That's probably what happened. And again, that shit works. It does. Like, that shit works really well. Gangster mentality? Well, that's how it should be. Like, that's what you should do. Like, fuck. Imagine not doing that. Imagine letting these people run over you. Imagine letting these people roll over you. This is some fucking third world country rolling over you. Like, what the hell is this? This is the only thing people understand. Exactly. And guess what? The thing is that people listen to that. That's the main reason that matters. The only language these people understand is violence. Exactly. You got to do that. And it might not be a good thing, but it might not feel good, but it's the right thing to do. Where's this here? The White House? Oh no. Wait a minute. Oh my God. What is this? Breaking news. America has suffered significant losses so far. Iranian storm missiles have launched ongoing attacks with direct ballistic missiles on aircraft carrier Naval Fleet Abraham Lincoln. This is the same video we've seen before. Oh my God. Yeah, guys. No way. What is the, what's the new video? If I can find it. Is this another one? Man, how about that? Back. Man, I don't know if they're going to be able to top the COD montage. I really don't. This is great. I love it. And Japanese will like this one. I don't know about that. And yeah, what is this? Is baseball season? I guess so. TDS has Americans pro-terrorist. Yeah, you've got the Americans that are siding with the terrorists now. I know, I've seen that a lot. Check the Ben Stiller video. Where is it? I can find it. What is this? We never gave you permission being part of your propaganda machine. War is not a movie. Yeah, we're gonna play it anyway. Yeah.
Wake up, Daddy's home. Welcome home, son.
Strength and honor. Strength and honor.
What will you do without freedom? Mavericks inbound.
By the way, don't ever listen to these people. Don't ever think that they're trying to advocate or they care about not doing war or something like that. These are people who are totally identity and ideologically captured by Hollywood. And if it was the Biden administration that was co-opting their stuff to advocate for COVID viruses or COVID vaccines, they would be all for it. So you shouldn't care about what they say, how they feel, or anything else. It's completely circumstantial on the politics and not actually on the principle. Who gives a fuck? Who cares?
You can't conceive of what I'm capable of.
Yeah, remember how Ben Stiller went to go meet Zelensky? Ben Stiller went to go meet Zelensky personally and even posted about it. But for some reason, he's not okay with this. And he accepts transitional leadership of Iran. Yeah, I mean, obviously, this was the guy that was going to be taking over. I mean, I think everybody... everybody kind of knew this, right? I mean, I thought so. Let me go and pull up this video. Where is it here? Copy video URL. And I can find it this way. IRGC is in the Special Olympics? I guess so, right? And what is this?
News out of the Middle East. Reza Pahlavi, the Crown Prince of Iran, just made an extraordinarily important...
You got out right before then, huh? That's about when I got in.
...announcement about the future of Iran. Take a look.
The Iranian people have called on me to lead the transition after the regime is gone.
Great.
I have accepted that responsibility. Part of their great mandate to me is to return our nation and our foreign relations
Is this good or
to
bad?
normal.
It's good. This guy's a reasonable guy, and I think that it would be better than the Ayatollah. I'll tell you that for sure.
We'll see.
That's a fact.
I will do exactly that. My commitment is to ensure the transition is orderly, the country is stabilized.
And also, so this was always the strategy, is that he was going to come in, and he wasn't necessarily going to lead the country. Now, if they voted for him to lead, maybe he would. But it was basically to facilitate a transition of power to where there's not a power vacuum, because that's whenever all of the insurgencies and all of the crazy people take over.
Iranians determine their future through the ballot box. We
Does
will
that make
not
sense?
repeat the
Hopefully that makes
mistakes
more
of
sense.
past transitions. We will avoid de-Baathification scenarios and maintain...
That's what happened after they had Saddam Hussein deposed, is that the Ba'ath Party was like his party, and they went crazy after that and caused a bunch of problems. I think that's what people are saying created ISIS.
as many bureaucrats and public servants in transition as possible. Iranians have made their choice at an enormous price. Now I ask our friends in the Arab world to join us, to prepare to recognize and engage our transitional government. We will rebuild our nation not for expansion, but to serve the Iranian people. We will base our diplomatic relations not on exportation of ideology, but on mutual respect and shared interest.
Finally.
We will
great.
reintegrate into the regional and global economy to increase prosperity for the citizens of all of our nations.
See, I think that's another really big component, is that once they're able to actually do trade with everybody and they're able to be like a normal country, it's going to make that country a lot richer than it already is. Because obviously, like, you know, the people in Iran are very, very well educated, so they could create a lot of things that probably would have a lot of value.
Standing with the Iranian people is not charity. It is a strategic investment in making our region one of the most stable, secure, and prosperous in the world. Together, we can build a Middle East our children will be proud to inherit.
And they won't get bombed.
Take this new path with us.
Yeah.
Nicole John Sezion, a journalist in Jerusalem, joins us.
Holy crap, guys. I'm going to go to bed here in a minute. I am flipping fading. I'm over here nodding off.
Now, so Nicole, my friend, before we even get to what happens next, how much longer is the Iranian regime going to be able to keep putting up a fight? And, you know, people are saying, well, you took out the Ayatollah. When's this regime crumbling? What are you hearing?
Well, it's so interesting to be talking about this on right on the heels of this breaking news, because I feel that in the last couple of days, you know, we've gone from wondering what the capabilities are of the regime to hearing the results of the Israeli.
Well, it was pretty obvious what the capabilities were right from the beginning, okay? Like, if they had any capabilities to stop this, they would have done it last year whenever they had all their nuke sites destroyed. Like, they were getting bombed like fucking crazy by Israel. Like, I mean, if they had anything, they would have used it then. The idea that they were holding on to some super secret weapon, like, that was always a third world cope. It always was.
The combined U.S. and Israeli military campaign, to now, even as recently, just today, I was in a briefing with somebody, an expat Iranian who works for advocacy and democracy in Iran, who said that her sources are talking about the coming collapse of the regime.
Well, yeah,
that
obviously.
there are defections, and people
See,
are.
that's the thing, bro. Like, as soon as this is the other reason why they shut down the internet is because if the soldiers can start communicating with each other and they can realize that their leaders are leaving, that's going to make them leave too. So as soon as that starts getting like spread around, then you're probably going to have like a huge demoralization, like massive.
Leaving the
That's what I'm
besieged,
guessing, at
leaving
least.
the IRGC. They're putting down their weapons. They're throwing their phones so that their commanders will assume that they've been killed, and then they are trying to disappear and basically defect.
That's smart. That's what I would do.
And so
Yeah,
what
I do that
she
for
was
sure.
calling for
Holy shit.
was for the international community to start to encourage this, even overseas.
I'm so sorry, guys. I'm like literally falling asleep. I didn't mean to. This is going to be boring as hell. Let me try to see if I can speed this up a little bit. All right. Let's see. This. Like that. I can swing. Game. All right, guys. I'm going to bed. I am absolutely exhausted. I appreciate you guys. I thought I'd have a little bit more energy, but I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace and chicken grease. Hope y'all have a wonderful